President Gore and I put our hearts and hopes into our campaigns. We both gave it our all.
And now, a page from our Sunday morning almanac. December 12th, 2000, 10 years ago today. It was the night America's presidential election without end finally ended. For that was the evening a bitterly divided Supreme Court ruled in the case of Bush versus Gore. Neither Republican George W. Bush nor Democrat Al Gore had won a clear electoral college majority in the election 5 weeks before. Florida, with its razor-thin majority for Bush, held the key. And as local election officials struggled to discern voter intent by studying so-called hanging chads,
we're very, very pleased that
Bush attorney Theodore Olson and Gore attorney David Boyce argued the merits of a state Supreme Court-ordered recount all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. Late on the night of the 12th, the court issued a complicated ruling that effectively shut the recount down.
Clearly, it looks like it's all over for Al Gore at this point.
Al Gore conceded the next day.
I accept the finality of this outcome.
But the debate over Bush v. Gore goes on to this day, not least among some of the justices themselves. In a 60 Minutes interview with Leslie Stahl in 2008, Justice Antonin Scalia defended the majority decision.
Get over it. It's so old by now. The principal issue in the case, whether the scheme that the Florida Supreme Court had put together violated the federal Constitution, that wasn't even close. The vote was 7-2.
While in another 60 Minutes interview just last month with Scott Pelley, retired Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens, who had written a stinging dissent, reacted to long-standing charges by some critics that the court had acted out of partisanship.
I wouldn't really say that. I don't question the good faith of the people, the justices with whom I disagreed, but I think they were profoundly wrong.
Marriage is a fundamental right.
As for legal rivals, David Boyce and Theodore Olson, they were in a California courtroom this past week, arguing the case for same-sex marriage. Yes, both of them on the same side. Who 10 years ago could have anticipated that?